The CyberTruck reveal date is set, Model S is back at Nürburgring, the Walmart solar situation is resolved, and I'm back with another edition of FUDBusters. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 558 for November 11th, 2019. This show is sponsored by my supporter Richard. If you're in the market for a new Tesla, please consider using his referral code. Ask your salesperson to use code Richard174 or go direct to the web link ts.la/Richard174 and pick up a 1,000 mile supercharging credit for your new vehicle. We start this show off with Elon having revealed the date of the latest Tesla product on Twitter. The Tesla Cybertruck, as Elon has taken to calling it lately, will be revealed near the SpaceX rocket factory on November 21st. As usual, you have to love Elon's nods to pop culture, as the date was chosen due to the movie Blade Runner, which on multiple occasions Elon has said the truck's design is inspired by. Blade Runner is set in November 2019, and so we'll see the reveal then. We move over now to Teslarati and also Elon's Twitter account again to find out some juicy details about the Model S Plaid. Model S took to the track again at Nürburgring and set a new, yet still unofficial, record. The new record came in at a time of 7 minutes 13 seconds, a full 10 seconds faster than its previous hand-timed record of 7 minutes 23 seconds, and virtual light years ahead of the Porsche Taycan's lap of 7 minutes 42 seconds. Of course, Elon said of the car that he believes that it can achieve a 7-minute 5-second time, so there's still work to do to shave that 8 extra seconds off of the time to get it there. Related to this, Elon had a random question on Twitter from @RyanTheNerd asking if Tesla planned to use a higher capacity battery pack for the Plaid version of the S and the X. Elon responded yes to the question. So stick with me on this one, and this may not be a unique take here, but I haven't personally seen it yet. While Elon has said that the car will eventually be a production car, what I really think this is meant for is to basically be a mule for the new Roadster. While it's impressive that we have this ridiculously performing sedan on the course with Plaid powertrain, this is just the appetizer for the main course when the new Roadster gets its shot. By the time this new Roadster is ready, Tesla will have a lot of useful data related to that powertrain and will be able to get it tuned much more quickly for both the track and for production. It's not the new year, so this isn't exactly one of my bold predictions, and this one will take a bit of time to pan out, but we'll see what we get come 2021. We again stick with Teslarati for this next story, and that is more good news on the litigation front. More specifically, the dropping of litigation. I brought you the story a while back of Walmart suing Tesla over fires that had occurred at a handful of its stores related to the solar panel installations provided by Tesla. Both sides certainly had beef in the situation, as it seemed the solar installations were indeed responsible for those fires, but then Walmart shut down over 200 other installations that were working just fine, thus denying Tesla revenue. As I told you at the time, Tesla and Walmart had issued a joint statement that they wished to work together to get everything back up and running while avoiding the courts, and it seems that they have now done just that, as Walmart has requested a discontinuance of the case. In a joint statement announcing the dismissal, the companies said, quote, Walmart and Tesla are pleased to have resolved the issues raised by Walmart concerning the Tesla solar installations at Walmart stores. Safety is a top priority for each company, and with the concerns being addressed, we both look forward to a safe re-energization of our sustainable energy systems, end quote. The great momentum to begin Q4 definitely continues, as obviously lawsuits, especially ones levied by one of the biggest corporations in the US, can certainly negatively affect stock price. Glad this one's put to bed, and everyone can move on. Lastly, it's time for another edition of everyone's favorite segment, FUDBusters. Recently, a new small bit of FUD was put out that after December, Netflix would no longer work on Tesla vehicles according to an email that someone posted to Twitter. As many FUD and urban legends are, this one spawned out of some truth that some devices would no longer work with Netflix, as they are discontinuing support for some older devices following December 1st. It's just that Tesla is not one of them, and given that Tesla is not listed on Netflix's supported device page, the FUDsters ran with it. This did not make any sense to me at all, as my understanding of how theater mode was implemented is that it's just a view of the site's web player minus the web browser around it. As such, any browser that is capable of media playback can play Netflix, or for that matter, any other video service. I had no hard evidence on this though, so I filed it away. But then everyone's favorite frunk puppy royalty at 28 delays later posted this nugget to Twitter. Quote, I called Netflix and this isn't true. Netflix will still work on Tesla cars. There was a change that some devices made before 2014 may lose support, so maybe that started the errant email. End quote. Thanks very much, Earl. More FUD busted. That's it for today's show. Thanks to all my patrons supporting the show at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. And as always, a special shout out to all the super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They're Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morven Ogg, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T Sportline, Travis and Cheyenne Rush, Chris Hovis, Craig Murphy, Vicky Kirk, Ricky Johnston, Bien Concepcion, Nathan Garza, Paul Gona, Ed Patterman, and Sunil Joseph. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. Until next time, keep it charged and hit the road.